Z, I want to put you in a survival situation.
Put me in it.
Would you rather, and you have to survive, would you rather be dropped into the middle of the ocean with a couple great sharks coming after you, great white sharks,
Mm-hmm.
or dropped into the middle of the forest with a couple grizzly bears on your tail?
I would rather be dropped in the forest.
Right?
In the ocean, for one, I have to rely on the swimming.
Yeah.
And while I can swim, I'm not going to outswim a shark.
Right.
If I get dropped in the forest, at least I can make use of the trees to dodge the bears, even though they can still run faster than me. Uh,
Yeah, and they can still climb.
they could still climb too, but I would rather make use of the trees to hopefully dodge, dive, dip, whatever I got to do to get out of
Yeah.
there, rather than
See, I feel,
cold dead ocean with sharks.
I feel, I feel like, I feel like I should stop trying to cut you off. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. Still not here. I feel like humans are just better on land. You know, you can evade
Yeah.
more quickly on land, but I also feel it's easier to throw off a shark, right? Because, like, you just got a hand on the nose and just tilt them, and they're going to be completely confused.
I
You know?
mean,
You can't
they
really do
won't.
that with a bear.
Yeah, that's true. But then you have to deal with finding land, dealing with the temperatures of the ocean, the exhaustion, food, water.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff's more better found in the forest than it would be in an ocean.
And you would rather deal with just like some annoying ass bugs, maybe stepping into some poison ivy, the wrong kind of anthill. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean we are better land animals than we are ocean. So
That's fair. Humans don't belong in the ocean. My wife will disagree heavily. She keeps one of her bucket list items is scuba lessons and to literally go a couple miles into the ocean on a boat
it's a
and
couple
scuba dive.
couple miles is wild, but like if we was like go down to Florida and like off the some bay or something, sure. But I don't know about
Just
a couple miles.
if you cannot see the land, you're out. Is that your motto?
See, I plan on going on a cruise in the near distant future. Yeah, I said both. Um, and like, I don't think that not seeing land would be my breaking point because I mean I've been in the ocean. I've been decently far. I mean, not taken by any boat or anything, but it's. I mean, I could deal with it. It's just I don't want to be too far scuba diving.
Have you ever tried to body surf?
Yes, I felt like I broke a rib when I did.
Dude, so the first time I was in Florida, the only time I was in Florida really, one of the last days we went to the beach, and first of all, when they make the jokes about sand gets everywhere that you wouldn't expect,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have no idea how it got there, it
Everywhere.
happened.
Yeah.
That bitch was everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But my dad said we could body surf. And his advice, and you tell me if this was right or not,
Okay.
is as soon as the wave hits your back, jump. That was his advice. Jump and kind of just ride it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the advice you got?
So I didn't like we went like boogie boarding, but like on our stomach, like we laid down on the board, and
Oh yeah, we didn't have none of that.
yeah, no, that's what I did. That's how I almost felt like I broke my rib type shit. But
See that makes sense though. That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
We just, dude. I successfully did it once or twice, and then I tried to do it again. I don't know if I mistimed it. I don't know what happened, but I jumped, dove forward, and you heard all 350 pounds of me slap against the sand. And all I heard before the waves overtook my ears was my dad going, ah! Just the start of a loud ass laugh, dude. Fuck off.
See, no, mine was almost Jesus, almost 15 years ago at this point. Like the only
No,
time I went to California, we went to Venice Beach, and it was that boogie boarding, and I think I got similar instructions to jump when the wave hits you, but it was more of right before the wave hits you.
Yeah.
So I did that, and like the first successful time I'd gotten it, I didn't know how to stop because I was laying down, and my hands were grabbing onto the board, so I was just like, "How do I stop?"
Right.
And then I started turning sideways, so I was like, "Shit times two. How do I correct?"
Yeah, dude.
And then the corner of the board dug into the sand, hit me in my chest. I went rolling.
Damn. Yeah, no, I've done the boogie board where you stand on it in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
That's so dangerous, though. You got to let everybody know which way that bitch is coming up, because it's coming up fast.
Yep.
And y'all have held a boogie board. That shit is hard. Mm-hmm. Like I remember getting hit in the mouth with one of them. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that's not too fun. I mean, I've had pretty bad ones with like the beach balls. Try to take them underwater in the pool.
Yeah,
shoots back up at you. Also use that as a weapon. So
I will say, going to like an official beach in Florida, it kind of forever staples myself as a lake guy. Maybe swimming in the ocean is more fun, maybe healthier than swimming in a lake.
More active, yeah.
And swimming in a lake where the government just dumps all their shit into and probably filters it out before it pours into a river.
Maybe.
Especially Percy Priest, when there's a bunch of like houses and shit at the bottom of that lake.
I mean, but we've got the whole TVA. They take care of a lot of the rivers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
They don't just shrug their shoulders on a couple things, probably.
No, definitely not. I haven't seen like in the TVA signs around town or anything.
Right. Never. No. But like on the shore, skipping rocks and like having the painful like fuck when trying to, walk over. I think that's just a lot better than getting sand everywhere.
See,
and as a fat person, getting sand everywhere, it sucks.
You just have to make sure that you can fully rinse off a couple times to really get it.
Yeah. Do I want to be lifting up my stomach and shit, though? No. I don't want to feel bad about myself like that. I don't want to go through that.
Or in about 2 weeks when your head dries out because all that sand that's still in there.
Yeah.
Couldn't
and you're
wash
like,
out.
I washed it. I did.
Yeah.
I swear to God, 3 times I did. What are we talking about?
It's just like glitter. It never goes away.
No. I am terrified. Where in the world is the Candy Room?
The Candy Room?
Candy Room. It's the little parasite. When you're swimming, it swims up your urethra. Urethra? Yeah. Yeah, look that up real quick.
Sure. Sure.
Tell me if I was fucking up the name.
Candiru, yeah. Candiru.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's no picture. I'm really looking though. Modern cases,
no,
fuck?
It's like a little worm, dude.
2001, discredited. Okay. Last case I've seen is 1999.
Dude, there was a video of a guy swimming in wherever these little things' habitat is, and he had a full body suit on, but it started going. It started darting for it, and he was like, "No! No! No!" Why does that exist? Why is that a thing?
Dude, what? Oh. Dude, what? Oh, okay. So, sorry, I had to read this through before. Okay, so Brazil, for one.
Okay.
In 1997, this 23-year-old claimed one of them jumped from the water into his urethra as he was peeing.
Oh my god, dude.
And then underwent 2-hour surgery to get it removed.
Why is that a thing? Why
I
out
hate
of
that.
every why I get is that honestly the worst hole something could enter your body through?
Probably.
Is it though?
I mean, you've
I
got
mean,
ears, nose, eyes. You got your tear ducts.
I guess like your mouth, a lot of stuff enters through your mouth. I'm thinking of like, did you watch Peacemaker season 1?
Yes.
You know how the butterflies entered people? They just went through their mouth.
Uh-huh.
And I hate that. I hate that so
That
much.
does suck, yeah.
But stuff gets in your mouth all the time, right?
Phrase that differently.
Our mouths are constantly getting full.
No, see, that's the wrong way I wanted you to phrase that. Let's try a better way.
Without our knowledge, things
No.
will enter.
No. No.
While we're sleeping, we might get...
Oh, gosh. It's gonna, okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, our mouths are, yes.
Honestly, if I'm like awake and conscious, I think maybe the ear. I would hate to feel something getting in my ear. You know?
See, that's what I hate because, like, do you ever get that feeling sometimes that you like felt something move in your ear and you freak out for a minute?
Yeah.
There's so many times I'm just like, no, what was that? And I just freak out for a hot minute.
Especially if you hear it. If you hear something. Nah. But that or the nose would suck. And the only reason I say the nose would suck is I remember taking the COVID tests where you had to get up in there, dude.
Yeah.
And I remember in Amazon being at the testing site going,
dude, she got the lady that did mine in that warehouse. She said it's going to be unpleasant. I don't think she knew where to stop. If we're being real, because she said, "Bear with me now." I said, I knew it was going to be, weird because he had to go deep up my fucking nose. She said, I was like, "Oh, hold on now, wait." It was bad. Like,
nah, dude, I hated that, and I had a headache for the rest of the shift,
dude.
which
yeah.
sucked. It felt like I was digging around in my brain matter.
I think my right eye was watering for the next 20 minutes.
that blows, dude.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because I've never had something shoved up my penis, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
I've seen the gifs of, like, women sticking their tongue in there. You know what I mean?
No.
Seen those every now and then.
I don't.
Scrolling the internet.
Sure. You know what?
It's crazy, dude.
Your pages.
Dude. It's like putting your finger through like a tortilla. You can see like the indentation of it. You know what I'm saying?
Can we? let's just take this conversation right here and end it. You know?
Have you ever seen The Boys?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Where he shrinks down and
Oh gosh.
That's got to be tragic. It's got to be tragic.
Yeah.
That's gay. That's very gay. That's homosexual.
The Boys was a show, wasn't it?
It was a show. It definitely was a show. No one can take that from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you checked out Peacemaker season 2 yet?
I've watched the first episode.
Yeah, it's pretty good already.
Yeah.
Starting off pretty strong.
It definitely started off really fucking strong. I'll give it that.
I'm wondering if they're going to show any... They already retconned, instead of the Justice League showing up at the end, it's the Justice Society with Hawk Girl and Guy and Mr. Terrific. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
The end of Peacemaker?
Yeah, so at the end of Peacemaker, the season finale, when they're walking away from the barn, the Justice League shows up, and they make the Aquaman fucking a fish joke. Do you remember that at all?
No.
Yeah, well, they did, and then in the flashback, in like the recap, everything from season 1, They took out the Justice League and they put the Justice Society, or Justice Gang. Not the Justice Society, the Justice Gang.
I don't remember seeing that in the recap. I think we skipped the recap when we were watching it.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be really good, which I'm happy.
So I've got to rewatch the finale and watch the recap, I guess, to see what their idea was.
My lady's getting really into Handmaid's Tale. Have you ever seen The Handmaid's Tale?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen so many ads for it.
It's really good, actually.
I bet
I was going to make a joke about being feminist woke garbage.
I kept seeing ads for it when I wasn't watching like those types of shows.
Yeah.
Because I think I had just come off like a really big phase of drama shows. Like I think I was watching The 100 around that time. And I was just like, okay, this is going to be the show. And then I stopped watching it. So it just came past my time.
We were scrolling, and I've never read the book, but she was wanting another show to get into. The Handmaid's Tale seemed like a show that she would enjoy. And the premise of it is the world, like birth rate has gone down dramatically, and not a lot of women are fertile anymore. So as a way to counteract this, some religious fundamentalists take over the country and have these ceremonies where the few women that are fertile have been trained to be subservient to a household, and the man gets to, do that. Even if he's married, the wife actually sits in there with him. It's pretty disgusting. It's nasty shit.
The wife gets a cut chair?
Not even a chair, dude. She sits on the bed with the girl's head in her lap. And the first scene is so awkward because the wife is just staring at him while he's just unpassionately thrusting. And he's like avoiding eye contact. And just like, and the handmaid, which is what they're called, she's just laying there going. And it lasts for like 5 minutes. And I was like, can we get off this? I hate this. Can we stop?
That's actually kind of funny, though.
Yeah. There's been
super awkward.
There's been one sex scene that was not awkward. And I don't like sex scenes in general. But every time, it's just that. They show us the ceremony so many times. I get it. I get what it is. Just show me them walking into the room. I don't want to watch this.
And I had a similar experience with we watched the show The Hunting Wives. If you've seen that at all.
No.
But it's just a very exaggerated world, I guess, and like almost similar to the kind of world you'd see in, I guess, Euphoria. Just, I guess, with the same concept, like ish. But I called just about every twist in that show, except for one, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was really just a lot of sex, I guess.
I will say this is the first time my lady has laughed at me because I found a character that I hated. God, I hate it. It follows one handmaiden by the name of June, and it shows how she was caught because everybody was trying to escape, right?
Yeah.
She had a husband and a child, and the first scene we see is he is trying to drive them out of the country. He wrecks the car and tells them to go off while he like sits there, pulls out a gun, and then immediately gets shot. It can't shoot it, immediately gets shot and put into an ambulance. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, first of all, you wrecked the car. Dumbass. Strike number one. Second of all, he pulls out a gun that he wasn't holding in his lap. No, it was in a case in the trunk. Hey, dumbass, if anyone catches up, the fuck is that gonna do? It's in the trunk. Strike two. And then he pulls out the gun, and it's a revolver. A revolver? Is this 1843? What are we talking about?
I mean,
a revolver.
Fair. Is there? I mean, was there any reason for him to have anything bigger than a revolver?
He was trying to escape the country with his wife. I'm not saying like an AR-15 should be back there, but at least like, I don't know, a Glock 19? Why a revolver? This isn't the Wild West. What are we talking about?
That he had, you know. I mean, mine may have 17 shots, but his has his trusty 6. You know.
And then he tries to load it, and he drops half the bullets on the ground. Strike 4.
Okay, trusty 3. Trying here.
Oh my god, dude! I hated that. And I looked at when we ended that episode. I was like, "Baby, if this ever happens, I would drive you safely while holding a Desert Eagle in my lap, that big ass gun. Let's just, let's obliterate everybody's hearing in this car, while we try to escape the government.
50 AE blowing out eardrums, escaping the government."
Baby, I'm gonna have a Barrett 50 cal strapped to the roof, and I'm gonna need you to get out.
Let me think with the gun. It was M10. Yep, M107A1. There you go.
What's that?
That's the Barrett 50 cal. The one we all know.
Baby, I have a rocket launcher. I have an RPG in the console. Could you pull that out? It's foldable. Unfold the RPG.
And it's got this special mini head on it, too.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I wouldn't wreck the car. What a dumbass. And also, at least take one motherfucker with you. One. Dude stands up, gets shot in the chest. Over. But it's realistic. Not for me. You see me? Not for me.
Shoot back.
Shoot. Fire a couple.
Fire a bullet at him or something. You don't have to hit him. I mean, you're in a tense situation, but you could at least shoot.
As you're falling back, pop, 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 pop. No. None of that. He just, like a bitch. Like a bitch.
Like a
bitch, dude. Me saying I've never been shot at all before.
You right?
Yeah, imagine that's your reaction when you get shot.
Pull out was it Peter Griffin who did that?
Yeah, holding the knee.
Yeah. I can imagine it right now. Somebody in the comments just like, these boys are making fun of getting shot until they actually get shot.
I got a lot of blubber to protect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Funnily enough, I think I actually got a realistic number that's so bright. Oh my gosh. I think it was like 10 inches of fat or something needed to block a bullet.
Really?
Inches or feet, something like that. It's a large
10
number.
feet of fat is crazy. If you got 10 feet of fat on you,
you're rolling.
I mean, I would get like someone on my 600-pound life. That's going to take a whole mag, you know?
It's going to take C4 instead, you know?
That's good, yeah. It's going to take a fucking IED under the floorboards.
Absolutely.
It's going to take a fucking car bomb. And even then, you'll have to come out and shoot them when they flop their fat ass out the car.
They walk out, King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Oh my god, do you know how scary it would be if you set a car bomb to someone's car and they pop in, they just walk out like half on fire like Harvey Dent? It's like, God, she's too fat! You know?
I don't think Harvey Dent walked out unscathed from fire, but...
That's fair. You know?
Yeah. I think he rolled around screaming, actually.
No, I would imagine them flopping out of a car, freshly exploded, like Joey Diaz in The Longest Yard. Somebody give me a Diet Coke! Can of corn and I'll be fine. Can of corn.
Skinny can of corn.
I've been looking for a show myself to watch. I haven't found any. I started The Sopranos. I haven't really gotten back into it. I keep starting Cowboy Bebop. I haven't really finished it.
I mean, I get what kind of show are you looking to watch?
I
We can
don't
come
know.
up with a red light recommendation. It's RLR.
RLR.
Yeah, I'll do the
I,
research right now.
I've been looking for a show that is consistently funny. And what sucks about my humor is sometimes it lands and sometimes it really doesn't. Like my humor, honestly, one of the funniest shows I've seen is What We Do in the Shadows. But
That's
a
what I was going
lot
to
of
suggest.
dude, a lot of that show is nonsense.
Dude,
It's
that show is
just
fantastic. I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes because I went over to a friend's house like this past weekend and we were watching it while we were hanging out. And I was fucking cracking up at that show, dude. Just every fucking second.
I love the clips, but a lot of it is just you sitting there going, "Whoo!"
It's a lot of fucking roll your eyes type shit, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, that
Like they got the
I tried
Bloody Mary.
Letterkenny. You said what?
They had the Bloody Mary emails, the email chain shit, the cursed email chain, and they were like legitimately fucking worried about it and trying to figure out who to send it to.
No, some of my favorite bits in there though is just the when Guillermo looks at the camera. Like, did you see the scene where they wake up the like really old vampire emperor and he
No.
like comes out of his coffin and he immediately turns and just bites the neck and drains the blood of the maid they have, and then the camera pans to Guillermo and he's just going,
No, I've seen the dude that feeds off of energy. I forget what his name is.
the energy vampire or whatever.
Yeah. It's just every time he's gearing up to do some shit, he just looks at the camera like, watch this. And he'll just go and start talking to people and just fucking annoying the shit out of them. Just like, he does it so
Yeah.
well, but it's so like, roll your fucking eyes.
My lady's favorite. Did you see the scene where they drain the blood of some people who were high?
No.
And Nandor has a traffic cone on his head, and he says, "We drank the blood of some people, but it turned out the people were on drugs. And now I'm a wizard."
The show is hilarious, dude. I'm going to watch it from like start to finish, probably.
I'll watch the clips. I don't know if I can watch a full season. It's like Letterkenny. And like Letterkenny has some really funny bits, but a lot of it is nonsense. Have you ever watched Letterkenny?
See, I have the year What We Do in the Shadows experience with Letterkenny. I've seen a lot of clips, but I haven't actually seen the show. Like,
You watch an episode of Letterkenny. Like they have an entire bit going through one episode about how someone fucked an ostrich, and then it turns out no, him and his cousin fucked the ostrich, and like they'll have a 5-minute bit of like, how do you fucking fucking an ostrich is like a 2-man job. It's like, yeah, it seems like him and his cousin fucked the ostrich, and there's one of them just going allegedly.
so okay, what is it? A movie or a show? The dudes that are talking about jerking off everybody in a space, and they were coming with the logistics of how they would do it.
What?
Oh my
What are you
gosh, I
talking
can't. It
about?
was like a 5-minute clip I had seen. I think it might have been a show, and they were talking about something. I don't remember what it was, but somebody had said like, "If y'all could do that, I will jerk everybody in that room off." And they're like, "That's like 500 dudes. How much time would that take?" And they started legitimately working out like how to do that and how to do it the fastest.
That seems like a Discord call at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
That seems like something that would go through that.
it seemed like a lot of calculation that I just was not going to do.
Dude, one of the funniest clips I've seen recently. Have you ever participated in the "listen but we don't judge" thing?
I haven't participated in it, but I know of it.
But
Yes.
you've seen it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, just a quick one. There was a group of people doing it for a YouTube video, and this girl said, "We listen but we don't judge," and then they repeated it, and she said, "I've had 10 abortions this year. And they paused, and all the women in the room said, we listen and we don't judge, but there was one guy that mouthed it and just looked at the camera, and he just went, funny as shit. Exactly. You need a dip, bro.
This year is wild.
Yeah, that's a haunted house in there, brother.
How is
That's
is
a
that
graveyard.
possible? I don't know.
It's possible to get pregnant like 10 times, yeah.
In a
Depends
year?
on like how quick you get an abortion.
I mean, I guess, yeah, sure.
But
Was unaware.
the other one, these group of guys were doing it in a Discord call,
Oh, Lord.
and one of them said, I got my ass ate in the pretzel position. And immediately his buddy was like, nah, I'm judging, that's gay.
Like, are we talking like legs crossed, like pretzel,
That's
or
what I'm
like
guessing.
legs over the head?
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. See, I was thinking like crossed at the ankles, and she had her hand on that, just like pushing him up kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, see,
I mean, that's still a submissive position, but like, I didn't even think about ankles behind the head, bro. I didn't even think about that. That's we gotta talk about that. We gotta have a
Do
talk
we?
about that one. I mean, would you rather that or hear your buddy got bent over? You know, like if he was on all fours.
See, I would rather not want to hear any of it, to be honest.
Of course, but which one is the more submissive option? out of
Bent
that?
over,
For sure, right?
I think.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like the ankles behind the head. Honestly, I'd be kind of impressed. I'm like, wait a minute, you
I
can
mean,
do
you're
that
flexible, yeah,
shit?
but
That's-
all fours bent over. It's just kind of. That's a choice, I guess.
I think both are gay, just a little bit. You know, it doesn't really matter.
just enough.
And the dude got so mad. He was like, I thought this was a game. I thought this was listen to Don't Judge. He said, nah, it was until you said that. And the other guy was like, yeah, bro, I'm not judging, but like, I see you different now.
I'm not judging, but I see you different is a wild statement.
I see you a little different now. I'm gonna be honest. I might. I don't know how I would react
You
if I
might
had
what?
someone come up to me. What was that story you had, by the way?
Story I had.
That you had a friend that came up and said, "I did it," and just walked away.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
You told that story a while ago, but I cannot remember what the relation was.
So, yeah, it was a friend of mine, ex-friend of mine. And we were, so I'll retell this story here. We have a cabin house. I say we have. My buddy, his granddad, owns it. I think if his granddad is still alive, I don't remember their whole situation. But
We'll just say R.I.P.
yeah,
Just out of respect.
out of respect, yeah, cool dude, I must say. So we go out and stay at their house, at their cabin, a little while. It's about 45 minutes from here, and we get drunk, we party out there sometimes. One time when we had gone out there, we were all like really drunk, and the topic of butt stuff came up, and they were like, he had his girlfriend there with him. And at one point, it was, I think she brought it up or he asked, but she was like, yeah, if I get to do it to you. And we were like, sure, drunken antics. We came up with, I forget what the fucking phrase was. It was some dumbass phrase that was just like, in case it ever happened. I forgot about it completely. Drunken antics, didn't even think about it. He picks me up one day from the dorm to come here to hang out one day, and the first thing he says is to me is that phrase, and it took me like 4 or 5 times to fucking remember what he was even talking. Oh, it was dead ass. The phrase was dead ass.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yes. And I remember sitting in the passenger seat of his car, and he just goes, "Dead ass," and I was like, "Dead ass," and I was like, "Let's go." And he didn't fucking drive, and I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Dead ass," and I was like, "What?" He says another time, I was like, "Dude, why are you telling me this?" I didn't want to know any of this information.
That's a fly on the wall moment.
Yeah.
There'll be a little fly attached to the ceiling.
Yeah. It's just like, I didn't need to know. I didn't want to know. But he felt the need to tell me. So.
Hey, amen. I salute him. I still have not given mine up for that little milkshake stunt. Still haven't. I'm still going strong. It's coming, though.
Sure, okay. You do you, fam.
The day of reckoning.
What's getting reckoned?
You know what's crazy? She got a bad memory. My lady got a bad memory. She ain't forgetting that, though. That's insane. She can't remember what she had for lunch yesterday. You know what she can remember, though? She can remember a particular favor that I wanted.
Milkshake.
For a goddamn milkshake.
Milkshakes change lives, you know?
Yeah. And just to like go with the theme, I'm gonna hop on this podcast one day and just look dead in the camera and go,
fucking not.
Milkshake. You're gonna be like, no.
Well, I have my like R&B like mid 2000s moment in the rain on my knees, just like, no.
Yeah. Or no, you're gonna have like that Yoda in Revenge of the Jedi when all the Jedi start getting killed. You'll just feel it in the Force. You'll just grab your heart and drop to your knees. It's like a million voices cried out for help, and then we're silenced.
Just the silent exhale.
No, you want to know a perfect example of my humor, by the way?
What?
When people use movie scenes out of context for a joke. I laughed unreasonably hard at a Star Wars thing where the caption of it was when you just get your vision surgery done or whatever, when you finally get your eyes looked at by the optometrist. Mm-hmm. And it was Emperor Palpatine's shocking look. What? Shocking Luke and saying, "You have paid the price for your lack of vision."
Okay.
I love that so much, dude. Or like people will put like, what does the green light on a stoplight mean? And it's the beginning of Before I Forget by Slipknot. Do you know that song?
No.
What's so great about it is Before I Forget has like a 30-second intro of like drums and guitars and shit, and it plays that entire thing. And again, the question is, what does the green light on a stoplight mean? And just Corey Taylor slowly goes up to the mic and goes, "Go!" And it ends.
Of course, I figured that's where that was going. I'm glad.
Yeah, stupid humor.
And you can't watch the vampire show, What We Do in the Shadows?
Like I said, I love the clips. I love the clips so much. But a whole show of that? Like, the thing with that humor is sometimes it lands, like I said, and sometimes you're just sitting there like,
And you know, I will admit, there are like times in the episodes that it's just like, okay, the joke's dead now.
Yeah.
But they're still going. But like, it starts back up pretty quickly, and it's still hilarious.
Yeah. Also, I guess I am not a fan of like awkward humor, and a lot of that is awkward humor. I can't watch The Office.
Just say The Office. Yeah.
Yeah, people love The Office so much, but there is, in the first couple episodes, the chick is obsessed with like a human. She is convinced that he is the reincarnation of a past lover of hers. and their interactions suck. They're horrible to watch.
Yeah.
And I just like, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I guess it's those types of shows for me that I do find a lot more enjoyment of in clip format. But like watching What We Do in the Shadows, I loved it.
Yeah.
For like the 3 episodes I watched.
Yeah.
And I did watch a lot of The Office, but I don't think I remember the beginning, and I think I liked the show a lot more towards the end.
Yeah, I hear about The Office that people really find it really funny, and some of the emotional bits in it, I think, hit people who watch the show forever, and that's honestly why I want to watch it, because people said it's really funny, but it also gets you attached to everybody, and when they do have those emotional moments, it hits. But I've tried multiple times to
you just
watch
have
it.
to get through the bad parts, and that's the
Yeah.
struggle. I know it
But-
because go ahead.
But I have watched bits that are really funny, like when Michael starts fucking Pam's mom, and he tells her that he has a girlfriend, and she's just like, "Who is it, Michael?" And he's just, and she goes, "No," and he's just, "It's okay." She goes, "No."
Yeah, I remember
No.
that. I remember that scene pretty vividly. I wanted him to say, "Your mom's so bad."
Yeah.
I
The
guess
bloopers are amazing.
I haven't seen too many of the bloopers, but I have seen a bunch of it. Yeah.
There's a very famous one where the big black dude, Michael is saying something about how he has diabetes or how fat he is, and he stands up and he just goes, "Huh." He says, "See, even the noise you make when you stand up." No. And they couldn't hold it. They just laughed. I'm like, yeah, that should stay in the show. There should be more of that.
Yeah. There's definitely some good moments in the bloopers that I wish made it in the show. I guess there's times like shows that run on as long as that one did. They usually, in my opinion, have never started off too hot. Like even like moving into animated like Adventure Time, it's had 10 seasons, I think. Show started off kind of high, but then ended higher than it, in my opinion.
Speaking of awkward moments,
Oh no.
we got home, and Bug, my lady's little sister, informed us that her friend, their cat passed away, which is really sad. And my lady was like, "Oh, how'd that happen?" She said,
Oh no.
She said, "Oh, it was due to her diabetes." And I laughed
Why would you laugh?
because that's funny. An animal dying of diabetes is funny.
It's not.
I let out a laugh and then stopped, and I heard her sister go, "That's mean."
Yeah. Yeah, it fucking is. You're horrible.
It's like I saw a video of this girl. She was crying. She was crying so hard because her cat died that morning. But when I tell you, I laughed so hard at this, and then I tried to describe it to my lady, and I couldn't without laughing. And I showed her the video, and she was like, "Oh my God." And then like 5 minutes later, I was still laughing, and she was like, "Just let it out. Jesus Christ." This girl was crying about her dead cat, and she said her cat died.
Tell me you would not be bawling your eyes out if one of your dogs died.
Just listen, okay? Her cat died because it got excited because it heard its food hitting its bowl. So it ran to the bowl and had a heart attack. And listen, listen, if my dog died because it had a heart attack because it was running to its food bowl, I'd have a hard time not laughing. Fat ass, dude.
That's so that's so fucked up.
That is fucked up, but if she told me that, I would be like...
No, you wouldn't. I refuse to believe that even if they did die that way, you wouldn't.
No, if she was crying and she was like, my cat died, obviously I'd be like, damn, that sucks. You know, how'd it die? Well, you see. And then I made the joke like, yeah, no, I'm probably going to go sitting in my recliner, hearing the timer go off for my lady baking a fresh batch of brownies. I'd be like, huh!
Just on your way to the fucking kitchen.
He died doing what he loved.
Yep. Oh no, that's horrible.
You laughed with me, so
I laughed because you were laughing at it. That's why I laughed. The situation is kind of fucked up. I mean, that is such a sudden death that person was probably scarred for life, and you're fucking laughing at it.
Hey, at least I wasn't like laughing in their face, you know?
You laughed at their situation pretty damn hard.
Yeah. And then when I tell you I was in the car, because I think I watched this waiting for my lady to walk out her work. When I tell you after I showed it to her, I was in the car 20 minutes later driving going,
Jesus Christ.
And she was like, stop, it really wasn't that funny.
That's so horrible, dude. See, anytime I see animal deaths, I'm just like, okay, time for not to be on social media right now, because that's all I see.
Right. R.I.P. Harambe. Let me just throw that out there.
I am going to Ohio here pretty soon in a couple months. I think we might be hitting up the Cincinnati Zoo, so I'll go pay him a visit.
Do they have like a memorial to him?
I believe
it'd be
so.
Insane
yeah.
if they. It'd be insane if they did.
There's a picture wall, and I believe like his picture's on there.
Honestly, it's a little insane because you're the ones who shot him. You know.
You know, yeah.
Like, could you imagine the CIA still putting up JFK pictures? You know what I mean? The FBI still putting up MLK pictures? You know what I mean?
I mean, I still see them around, so maybe they do.
It took me a second to process. I was like, you see JFK?
The pictures.
The hell are you taking? What are you taking?
Catch myself in Memphis every now and again, you know?
Catch myself in Memphis passing by the hotel. Like, praise be.
I see him and he waves back at me.
Him in his little suit.
Praise be is fucking wild.
Praise be. You know? I'm going to hand it to my boy Martin.
My boy Mart.
Yeah, no. Ever since 2020, every time I pass by Memphis, I go to that hotel and I just take a knee and raise my fist. Hey, Bombay! You know what I mean? No?
You did.
No, that's not.
No.
That's not what. That's not what I should be doing?
No.
Posting black squares and shit? That's not what I should be doing?
No.
No.
I don't. No.
Hey, Bombay! Hey, Bombay!
You can stop. I feel like you possibly would be the person watching a Black Panther movie in theaters, and you would be like, "He Bombay!" just in the fucking theater as they're doing it.
Hey, it's only respectful, you know? It's really a show of, like, my white guilt, you know? And my acknowledgement of the privilege in this society or whatever the fuck that comment was talking about. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that comment was weird, dude. What?
I'm gonna read it to y'all,
Yeah.
and I don't think I explained the situation to you.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so Shador Sanders, everybody is claiming Shador Sanders is a victim, and the NFL hates him because he's black and proud and because he's Deion's son. So they have rigged the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns have sabotaged his career to make him a backup, right? And they also bring up the Mannings in terms of how nepotism is treated, and it's all very stupid. Does race have a portion to play in it? Maybe a little bit, right? This is America. The NFL is run by a bunch of old white fucking losers.
Yeah, but how much of the NFL is black already?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's black, but he makes me a lot of money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm sure that's a direct quote from Jerry Jones. I'd bet my life Jerry Jones has said that. But I was just talking about this, and I was discrediting the notion that the whole reason Shador Sanders is not starting for the Browns because he's black and proud and he's Deion Sanders' son. Okay? Mm-hmm. So this lady, with a real white name, but I'm going to choose to not assume what race they are because her profile picture is blank. She said, the reason why you want to cover it up is because you're doing like your ancestors. They always did stuff and no one to talk about the evil that they do. First of all, can we make sense of that?
And one not to talk about the evil that they do.
That's right. They always did stuff and one not to talk about the evil that they do. Someone explain that to me. Please. Please explain that to me.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
The only way you can kill, cure, and infection is to bring it to light, not to keep burying it. Again, the only way you can kill, cure, and infection is to bring it to light, not to keep burying it. You've had 450 years. Hello, my name's Jackie. I am 600 years old. How you doing?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Almost, you've been bearing infestation, and all it's been doing is festering and getting worse. It's time to bring it to light, sweetheart. Just because it's uncomfortable for you, bring it to light. If that is not the ramblings of an insane fucking lunatic.
And you know,
and I believe your response.
I'm proud of your response here.
Yeah, my response was just, you caught me. you got me. But you just texted back, what the fuck did you catch? What is she talking about?
Dude, you sent me this at 7 o'clock in the morning. For one, I just happened to be awake. Because I went to bed like semi-early yesterday. And by semi-early, I mean like 2 hours from now, today. But they... You send me that, I'm just like, okay, so I'm reading it, I read it twice, and I'm like, okay, you want to cover it up, you can kill, cure, and infection, you've been bearing infestation. I'm like, okay, what did you catch?
What is going on?
Is this a TikTok you made or something about you catching some like stomach bug or something?
You got cancer? And then I think you were just like, you were completely done because it was so early in the morning. Because I said a stomach bug, maybe a racist one, I guess, and you just said, "All right."
I legit texted "alrighty" then and rolled back over.
Dude, I woke up. I know it's bad to like hop on TikTok as soon as you wake up, but this video was doing a little bit of numbers, so or more than I usually have done in the past little bit. Yeah. So I open TikTok and that's the first thing I see.
Dude,
And literally, I was
what?
on my back porch, shirtless in pajamas, going, "What?"
And I look at your reaction, see your response was like, "You got me." I'm just like, okay, cool. At least he didn't like egg it on, because I don't know what they're talking about, and I have a feeling his normal responses wouldn't make it any better.
No, I might have tried to play with it, but I think I was just too tired, and I just did not know what to say.
Yeah, it's
So
just what do I say to this?
Cuff me. You got me. It's over. I would have gotten away for another 600 years if it wasn't for you in a TikTok comment.
Your meddling TikTok comment.
What does you've had over 400? Like, a lot of it you can explain, like bad grammar. This is what they actually meant. You've had over 450 years? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna try and correct this for grammar.
Try it. I would love proofread this.
So I'm assuming. Okay, give me the actual context of the TikTok that they were commenting on. Like, what were some of the things said?
Okay, so at the start of it, I was talking about why the Manning family comparison is a bad comparison to the Sanders family. I said that black nepotism versus white nepotism might have a little thing to do with it, but overall, it is because the Manning family is a family of Hall of Fame quarterbacks, so they are known to put good quarterbacks into the league, while the Sanders family, it's a Hall of Fame defensive back who has some mediocre football players as kids, and Shador, who could be good in the league. It's different, right? The second half was me talking about how I feel bad because Shador's just trying to do his thing, and there is a media narrative that is getting surrounded because of people like this. That was the video.
I think this person is racist, not you. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is because, I mean, you were basically saying well, I'm not even going to try to summarize that because I think I would lose the plot too fast. But you've had 450 years just doesn't make any sense to me.
So if we take this sentence by sentence, the reason why you want to cover it up, I'm guessing, is cover up the racism aspect, right?
I guess.
They always did stuff and no one to talk about the evil that they do.
Oh, so they're hardcore white knighting.
I mean, I don't want to say their name.
You just don't want to talk about the racism, and you want to keep it covered up. But you want to talk about it, and you want to release the evil that they do, but it's uncomfortable.
You've had 450 years to do so.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to say their name, but all I'm going to say is it's a lady, and I've never heard a black woman with that name. That's all I'm saying.
I can say I have.
Okay.
The tone, the inflection of the words doesn't read black to me.
No. But that was Red Light Homies. Yeah. Beautiful way to end the podcast. See, how you feeling?
I feel podcast. We had a few topics, and some of them were a little weird.
A little bit. Mostly the beginning question, I believe.
Yes, that's what it was.
That was about it. Not the fat ass cat having a heart attack.
That was just mean.
Or the pretzel position.
That was just, yeah.
That was just gay. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretend like I do this as smoothly as I usually do this. Mm-hmm. Rate the podcast. 5 stars on whatever audio platform that you're rating it on. Z, what's a review these people can leave?
These guys really had a rough start this episode, but, they turned it around and had some really
just
good,
like the shows that they mentioned.
Yeah.
5 stars.
5 stars.
But also share, whether that's clicking the crooked arrow, sharing to whatever platform you want to share it to, or word of mouth. Word of mouth is very, very important. If someone comes up to you and they say, yo, I just want to listen to two guys talk shit about anything that really comes to the mind. Z, what do they say?
Well, you can head over to the boys Jackie and Z, where that was the whole purpose. They created this shit to talk shit anytime, any day.
Amen. This was the homies Jackie and Z.
That's me.
And we'll see y'all next Monday.
Peace out.
Rolling up a little bit of pie. Rolling with some shit that's fine. Fine shit hard on a 9. I'm rubbing on the tabs on the spine. Rolling through in the 8 Wake up, be on the grind. Serving at 6:15. Serving in the 615.